Okay, I'm back with another 2018 YouTube Pagan Challenge video. L is for Labyrinth. Now, I grew up in the time of the Jim Henson Labyrinth movie. So growing up, I always associated a labyrinth with a hedge maze. They're not the same thing. If you Google Labyrinth, you may end up seeing images of a hedge maze, but that's because somebody put it in there wrongly. Anytime you Google anything in Google Images, you're going to get unrelated images. You just are. But essentially, it is a two-dimensional pattern that's laid out on the ground. Sometimes they're a wee bit three-dimensional. The lines may be marked out with big rocks or maybe cut into the grass so that there's long grass and short grass designating the lines of the labyrinth. But typically you're going to find it's laid in concrete or marble or mosaic or something of that nature. Labyrinths are over 4,000 years old. There have been Neolithic examples found. They've been found throughout history all over the world, although the style, pattern, and materials changes from place to place and time to time. Essentially, a labyrinth is a place for personal reflection and spiritual pilgrimage. The way I like to use a labyrinth, as I walk into the center, slowly walking, I am reflecting on everything that I want to leave behind, the things I'm ready to let go of or move on from. And as I get to the center, I sort of release them there. Sometimes I leave an offering of a crystal or a shell or something of that nature. And then as I walk out, I feel lighter and my step is a little quicker, and I'm thinking about all the things in my life that I'm grateful for, or I'm thinking about all the things that I'm ready to embrace and move into. That's just how I use the labyrinth typically. It's for each of us to decide how we use that time and that exercise. We actually have a labyrinth near here. It is located at a chapel on the beach called St. Francis by the Sea. I have never attended this any service at this chapel. I have been in the chapel many times. They have like art shows and stuff there, and I know the pastor of the church. We actually took Reiki 1 together. He's awesome. But I just go there to walk the labyrinth. Every once in a while we'll have events there that I participate in, but it's almost a separate thing. You go into the labyrinth and we talk about angels, or we talk about the equinoxes or the solstices, whatever, we have celebrations, but it's almost a separate thing from the church altogether. It's kind of weird, but he's like, it's like he walks in both worlds, this sort of Christian and this sort of pagan world. But I took some footage of the labyrinth and I wanted to share, so here you go.